I completely missed the past few tours in Mario Kart Tour. Kind of had notable additional tracks. I had recorded a video for Athens Dash, which was the last one, which is also pretty huge because that's the first like Tour City track we've had since the Boost Course Pass started. So, and for me personally, the first new Tour City track release. During the time that I actually knew the Tour City tracks existed, I didn't know they had their own like unique city things until the Boost Course Pass, which obviously brought eyes on this game, mainly because what's going to be in 8 Deluxe rather than what's going to be in Tour, you know, but it's still cool to see regardless, even if it doesn't go in. Like, you see like these crazy ass cool vehicles like Meowser here, Pirate Bowser Jr. Like, that's cool stuff that isn't going to go in, but it's still cool. So the Bowser Tour, another one of many. We will be doing the new tracks. So you have Bowser Castle. Dry Bowser. I might play for Dry Bowser, maybe. Oh, I still hate the new Ruby system. That always like halts me like properly getting back into the game. But yeah, I did do a recording for Athens Dash and I forgot to upload it. Maybe I'll upload it, but you know, kind of a few weeks late. Yeah, you got everything here, you know. They have all the GBA Bowser Castles in the game now, and they just added the 4th one. And this really makes up for GBA Bowser Castle 3's disappointment, because my god, that was an awful remake. They reused the background, and it's just a weaker layout. It doesn't have like any special stuff. So, okay, Bowser Castle 4 is just next to Bowser Castle 3 here. Very odd. They still don't actually show like what game they originate from, because you have Bowser Castle 3 here, and then this is Bowser Castle 3 as well, but that's a completely different Bowser Castle. Very fucking confusing. Again, that's something that they could change. Let's look at the shop. I'm not buying that. The driver and stasher. Meowser. Oh, 6 days left. I could maybe work towards that. I'd love to have been Meowser. That'd be funny. But yeah, everything's just so expensive in the game now. I wish they stuck with the gacha mechanics, because those aren't ideal. But for a mobile game, they were like pretty generous. You would get your high-end stuff pretty quickly. You would certainly get it within 150 fucking gems, which they expect to get. Like, it's just so much worse. And you also keep in mind that update also brought over battle mode, which again, you'd think is good, except for the fact that it plays like shit, so it just steals a track slot, because no one wants to play battle mode in this game. People are apparently good for this, or just use this combo then. Again, I only come back to like see the new tracks, and then I stop basically, which I need to get to like consistently recording it. Unfortunately, I cannot like change the view, because the menu always takes you back to this view. It's like kind of the wider view. So that's another thing. But I will be reacting to this. I haven't seen it yet. I've already seen the trailer, and it looks fantastic. And I'm looking at it because this should be in the Boost Course Pass. You know, like holy shit, the globe is insane. That's really cool already. You know, it feels like a 3D Bowser Castle with that big thing now. A volcano in the background. Oh my god, it's like a lava waterfall. And oh, you can get an item box if you go there. Some wrist rewards. Also good to see this like weird off-road bit in this, because that was like kind of a weirdly iconic part of the classic Bowser's Castle. Like, this needs to be in the Boost Course Pass, right? I've been really wanting to make a video on this, but like, you know, like, I was waiting for the actual track to come out, and oh my god, you can go to the sides like that. Jesus, I'm dead. That would be like, that just feels made for a deluxe, right? That's not like a normal tour thing, you know. And you got the skeleton ones. Oh, they look different. They're not like the bone dry ones. I mean, it's a new tour asset, because bone dry ones obviously isn't in tour. Mega Mushroom, which I keep forgetting is in the game. Mega Mushroom, I would like to see return to the main game, really. It's the one of the. It's the one item of the new Wii ones that isn't like bullshit and it's quite iconic, you know. Probably won't make them as large as they make them a Wii, but like kind of like a size and tour is probably fine. But that's when you got the wider tracks, you know. I don't know. Like when you have like the custom items feature now, you can actually add just items that aren't even in the regular item pool. So you can have the broken items as like an option for like tournaments and stuff. But yeah, really fucking cool track there. I like that a lot. That definitely lives up to the hype. We will be looking at Bowser's Castle 4, the GBA one. Although that's obviously not coming to tour because there's no more GBA tracks. There's one more GBA track, but that's like confirmed to be Sunset Bars. That's like one of the few of the music leak tracks that we haven't got yet. So, and that's probably in Wave 5 as well. So I'm hoping this is in Wave 5, and I feel like it is at this point because it came out that like little banner leak. It never was 100% accurate because you actually had Mario Circuit 1 and not 3, and also it would just show like tour variants of the tracks. So a lot of it could just be placeholder images, which is important to keep in mind. So it doesn't like confirm stuff, which is also concerning because it means Cooper Cape's deconfirmed now because we have Dry Ruins as well, which you gotta have Cooper Cape. I think that's the best Wii Nitro track, even though I really like Dry Ruins. It's underrated as fuck. Yeah, I like this kimono Peach here with the Boo mask. I forgot I had that because I have a lot of stuff from like the summer I played it last year, because this is before the gacha stuff was removed, so it's actually a lot easier to actually get stuff. Oh, there's a Poochie Pup driving. That was another thing I wanted to unlock, but I just couldn't. It was really fucking dumb. Because Poochie Pup got added in the Easter update, which is funny as fuck. I love that. But yeah, I want to try this out. Oh man, this is actually really cool, you know. Because they went kind of all out on this compared to their other ones, you know. It's a more unique theme. Because it takes like the whole, like there was a bomb in the background of this one, and they've updated it so like the theme here is that the bomb has gone off essentially, which I think is a really cool like evolution of the track. Those ball things are weird because they bounce. That doesn't. I feel like it would just make better sense in the roll, but I guess it's a tour thing to do that. Again, it is a shame because like it's tour. Tour's not great, and we've seen like tour content now with 8 Deluxe's DLC. We've seen how great it can get. That big jump, that is really cool. It's definitely the best GBA Bowser Castle remake on the thing. Oh, there's even a glider there. I really like this. That's a Poochie Pup hit me. Yeah, we could really do the SNES one. I think this one's also really great, actually. There's a glider. That was... Yeah, I thought I was different. I kind of like posted it at the end. But it changes the laps. That is very interesting. Okay, that one's definitely like made for tour then, you know, the fact that it has like the changing lap thing, but only for one lap. That's really interesting. I quite like that. I only got 5th, fucking hell. Yeah, those are really good remakes. Again, I'm just not really a tour guy. I keep complaining about it, but the gacha mechanics, you know, if it was easy to work the stuff again, then I'd be more into doing it. But yeah, they took it out, so. But yeah, those are the 2 tracks. It's like variants of them, but I don't really care about them. I think that's a very stellar update. A common Mario Kart W. It brings us like discussion with stuff like this Bowser's Castle 4 here, you know. People want like another Booster Course Pass because, hey, you might as well just have all the tour content. You know, there's a lot of it, right? Like there's a lot that isn't going to make it take looks, and people have only recently realised it. but there is like a lot of tracks, you know. Like they can fill up this whole tour with just the Bowser Castle and variants of it. Katamari Desert 2, he had 2. That's what became like the changing laps the Beach was past. Like there's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, we've seen a lot of cool stuff show up. Airship Fortress. One that's seemingly not going to actually be in a deluxe, you know. There's stuff like that which makes people want like a double Beast Quest, but we don't need it. And I think if you do that, then like, and I'm already concerned about like the future of Mario Kart. Not that I have a problem with what we're getting, absolutely fucking not. It's fantastic. I much rather have games stick to the same entry, because if you like the entry, I don't want to replace it. You know, just build off on it with DLC and stuff. That's cool. You know, Mario Kart 8 is nearly like a decade old now. Its reveal trailer was this was 2013, so that's 10 years ago. And it holds up to this day. It's really fucking good. I think Tour's gonna last a while as well, and it's important for it to have its own content. You know, maybe this could be like become like a fair thing. You know, you have a boost course pass in another game down the line, which brings over like Tour stuff that wasn't in 8 Deluxe. Maybe I don't know, but I don't think we're getting a second boost course pass. That'd just be too ridiculous. If we got it, then we would have nearly every track in the franchise, which we already have like over half of them, which is an insane amount. So if we did that, then there would be no reason to continue the Mario Kart franchise. Literally no reason at all. And I'm worried, like we get a nice Mario Kart game, it's not gonna have 96 tracks. They can't meet the standard they set already. So building up on it would be pretty wild. But yeah, with that tangent over, I'm gonna say I do really like the 2 new tracks here. I'm really hope we get SNES Bowser Castle free in the Boost Course Pass. I think it has to be. It'd be an extreme waste not to. You know, like you've got a situation where it's like, oh, we got Mario Circuit over Airship Fortress. That's weird, but Mario Circuit's still a good track, the DS one. Like we've had moments like that. And it's like, oh, that's weird. Like, I didn't even say shit out about GBA Bowser Castle for the sake of tradition. But if we get an SNES one, that makes up for that, for sure. Like, this is fantastic. This is like a 3D Bowser Castle. Really good. Really good. So, yeah, I think it needs to be in. Like if we get, like, Vanilla Lake over, that's just going to be a situation where it's like, you just made the wrong pick. Not like, it wouldn't be a, not what I would have picked, but it's fine. It would just be the wrong pick at this point to have anything but an SNES Bowser Castle. Obviously, 3 here makes the most sense. The drawing of the side thing, like, that's such a thin space as well. It reminds me of, like, Mushroom Bridge as well, which gives me some hope that that might have a chance, you know, because that's something I've been thinking, like I don't see, like a, something like that being another Mario Kart game, and we just saw it there with the walls. So yeah, that's about all my thoughts there, for this tour update, my take on tour. You know, I think it's not as good as it once was. The new content they give is still good though, like the new characters, the new courses, always cool to look at. But I think tour itself, as a mobile game, it just has too many problems for me to really get behind it. So it's still more of like I hope it looks at it, and I've covered what I think about it coming to Deluxe, and I think it will. I think Bowser Castle 3 will. I don't think Nintendo is stupid enough. You know, they do make pretty quirky picks. You know, like I have been surprised, and I will be surprised in the upcoming ways, I'm sure. I think they know. Like this feels like it was made around with like 8 Deluxe in mind, with the walls and shit. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.